Just like that. Looking rather lost herself, Nashu Makaraka has come west in search of the missing inspector. Why, hello there, warrior of light. Gore, how serendipitous that we should cross paths in this far-flung nation. You come all this way to lend me a hand? Because let me tell you, I could use the help. With what? You see, I've been doing my absolute darn best to track down the inspector ever since Mr. Pew Pew's starship whisked him off to God's only know where. My best lead turned out to be the Tavernarian Truth. Eyewitness accounts in the latest issue describe the shiny craft headed west across the ocean, so I packed a few things and headed as far west as I was able. This is where I ended up. I've made a few inquiries since my arrival, and mostly been acclimatizing myself to the native cuisine. Very important step. Anyways, seeing as fate has sent you to assist me, I suppose it's time I continued questioning the locals on the matter of unidentified flying gentlemen. Nod. Here. This should help aid in our investigations. Whoa. Oh, it's a picture. It's an illustration of the starship, clipped from the Dorian's publication. Having this on hand should make it easier to explain what we're looking for. Ask around the markets hereabouts. As for you, I've yet to venture beyond the food stalls, so practically anywhere else but here. If you learn any useful information, come and find me around this spot. I'll be stuffing my ears with delicious intelligence. It is the Landsguard duty to remain vigilant for threats and unusual developments may warrant intervention. It is prudent to visit Bright Plume Post and question the soldiers. You should show that picture to city guards and after they decided anything similar. I'll concentrate my efforts on the stall keepers and their delicious offerings of information. Okay. So Bright Plume Post is pretty north of here. We can walk over there. First up, some intelligence gathering, right? Let's run. Our friend Hildibrand is in danger, so we should hurry up to his help, right? Saxophone going nuts. Can we pass through here? No, there's a wall. Nice Dragoon raid armor to look really out of place in this fantasy game. It's okay. Let me take off my walkie-talkie. What's up, Mobile Jaw? Is there something I can help you with? Have you seen this? Actually, I have seen a vessel like that. It was sometime before Zoral Jaw's flying ships appeared. I watched it limp northwards through the skies above Doliola, wobbling about like it might crash to the ground any moment. So it went north. The way was reeling about like a sailor drunk on mezcal. Don't imagine it stayed aloft for much longer. Okay. It went north. Searching for a strange ship, you say? we go. Yes, I saw a flying disc just like that during a patrol in Shaolani. Slowly drifting towards the ground, it seemed to come down somewhere in Yasulani. Determined to find it? Then that's where you should try next. What were they calling the place that's covered in by the dome now? Heritage found? Yasulani. Take a look around. Heritage found. Okay. Okay. Let's teleport back. Bring the news to Nashu. Let's separate these chocolate pieces. Oh, he's taking notes. My forays into the stall bore no food at all. None starship shaped anyway. How was your harvest then? They said we should check around north in Yasulani. Those are some solemn leads. Nice work. So by the sounds of things, the ship was malfunctioning and eventually came down somewhere to the north of here. With any luck, this hostage found you mentioned will be the place we find the inspector. I think you mean heritage found, ... I doubt it will be so simple. It's certainly not without incident, knowing how matters involving the inspector tend to go. Heritage found. Well, with you and my escort, I'm sure we'll arrive at the right spot eventually, and none the worse for wear. Shall we head off? Nod. Whoa, is that little dude? You ran off really fast. Whoa, we teleported over here? What the... Where's that little dude? Is he hiding right behind this bush? Speak with Nashu again. The air is all crackly and zappy. This is where the starship supposedly came down. Let's start our search for the inspector. Standard investigative procedure dictates that we question the residents for possible gentleman sightings. Off we go. Okay then. Okay. Aha! This man could be a potential witness. Is he getting electrocuted over there? This is a small settlement, and all its inhabitants are known to me. If a man of such distinctive appearance and demeanor were among us, I'm sure I would have noticed. Perhaps he's wandering around somewhere inside Solution 9? They have so many more people, he could easily go unnoticed in the crowds. You were here as Queen Sphne's guest, as I recall. If your companion wishes to enter the city as well, I suggest you make arrangements with the sentry at the tower entrance. Ooh, Solution 9. That sounds promising. Thank you for the tip. Lil Bo. a little boat. Afraid your friend won't be entering Solution 9 unless you can convince the Sentry to let her in. Okay. The entrance is right over here. Lightning strikes. This place is too large, don't you think? Deviant Guard. Visitor detected. Verifying access rights. Unlimited Everkeep access confirmed. Scanning unregistered visitor. Warning, warning. Explosive device detected. Entry denied. I'm not carrying explosives. This is medicine for treating Inspector Hildibrand's condition. Explosive? Medicinal compounds? Error does not compute. It's really quite simple. Inspector Hildibrand was sucked up at Mr. Peepy's malfunctioning starship after which proceeded to regulate thousands of miles away. Ergo, you need to let me pass so I can blow away his brain's cobwebs. I think she shut them down. Emergency shutdown. Yeah. Must be nap time. I guess we can just go in. He should have squeezed in between the two, you know. Is he behind this tree now? No? Okay. Now she's gonna go look. Wow! Gore, that's a good-sized city. There's one sure way of locating the inspector in a place like this. If there's an ongoing case, then that's where he'll be. Let's head to the lively part of town and look into any nefarious incidents, shall we? Do you know which is the lively part? Oh, the Pleasure District. True view. That's an eastern sector, you say? Right then, let's get to it. Okay, we're gonna teleport over there. It would take a little while to walk all the way. Regulators earn me more than a few interview stairs for those who know their own. But this type of give it away wanted doesn't stop the occasional person from begging. Begging? Laid Recent troubles? I saw a pair of soldiers mobilizing not moments earlier, responding to a disturbance, it seems. I don't think it was far from here. I'm a bit hazy on the details. Sorry I can give any more specific directions. Let's ask the bartender. What's up, big bro? A case, huh? I've heard talk of an odd, squealing creature of some sort, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. An odd, squealing creature. Odd creature leaves rather a lot to the imagination, doesn't it? I wonder what they meant by squealing. Here's Nashu. Then what happened? Oh, look at the chili. Look at that. The grilling the hot dogs. It's a hot dog stand. Holy. Some chili. I could go for a hot dog. Fort right here. What? Like a crime? Now that you mention it, I did hear about a theft recently. Our city is peaceful, by and large, but anywhere you have a lot of people, incidents like these are bound to occur. Despite this recent robbery, residents of Solution 9 are law-abiding folk. Or so I'd like to think. It's supposed to be something. Can you go in here? Oh, you can! Oh, it's a clothing shop. What? A little cactuar lamp. I'd want one of these. Sheesh. Oh, you can't go in the back. The roleplay being the shopkeeper. Hello? Square. Oh, pearl necklaces. Oh, I forgot to take a screenshot. That place. Can you go and explore? You can't? Damn it. It's okay. Little bow. Oh, I also heard about that theft. Something was stolen from a nearby tavern, apparently. A tavern. I got directions to the scenes of the crime, so let's head over there together. The thief absconded with an aged bottle of spirits, the most expensive one in my establishment. I demand you find this criminal at once. No need to get all hot and bothered. The culprit is right under your nose. What the? Is that him? Is that him? Admit it, punk. You've pinched the hooch. Me? But why would you think? With the supply of souls cut off, folk with a habit have turned to black market rackets. And luxury goods of dubious provenance is one way of paying the asking price. A top shelf bottle of juice would make for a fine trade, I'd say. By the by, you know there's a method for identifying contraband souls? Your regulated logs would tell the tale. Don't want to let us check them? Be my guest. I took a gander at the cabinet where the bottle was stored, and the lock showed obvious signs of tempering. Electro-picking tools are awful hard to handle, aren't they? Most amateurs get singed, but you've got scorch marks all over your mitts. Give it up, kid. We've got you dead to rights. After the suspended soul provisions, I couldn't stop worrying about the future. It was a moment of weakness. Save it for the authorities. Take him away, boys. That was Inspector Hildibrand, wasn't it? He didn't sound very gentlemanly. You must still be in shock after the starship's crash landing. A healthy dose of Nashu's delights will put him to rights. Let's make absolutely sure it's him first, okay? I suppose that would be the responsible course of action. Come on, we should hurry along before we lose sight of this ungentlemanly Hildibrand. So is it Hildibrand? Is it the PS1 clone? He walked that way. Or he would more of a mosey? He's so serious. Oh, hard-boiled egg. He looks like the inspector, but he's a touch old and mopey. 30 years passed inside the dome? Then if Inspector Hildibrand was here when it happened, that would put him in his 50s. He must have been living here so long that he's forgotten everything about his previous life. Luckily, I have just the thing to jog his memory. Think I would notice such an obvious tale? Don't know what your game is, but bombs ain't toys. Best put him away before you hurt someone. Or yourself. Like me, I see neither of you are sporting regulators, so I suggest you be more careful with the only lives you've got. Sir, don't you remember us? You're Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Gentleman Inspector Extraordinaire. I've been called a lot of things, but nothing so insulting as a gentleman. Insulting. I'm a wedded old fool with too many deaths and regrets. Why'd you shoot at the cameraman? Detective Hardy-Boiled. Very impressive. But even with that name and those odd clothes, you might as well be the inspector's older, more wrinkled twin. I hate to break it to you, but you're barking up the wrong tree. Is he gonna eat another egg? Is she making another bomb? She cooked an egg. There you go. You seem awfully fond of those hard-boiled eggs. Here, this one's on me. Thanks, dollface. You're a peach. Got him. Bagoosh. What? Regular music? Phew. That's one way to cure a hangover. You got me good. Maybe we really do have the wrong person. That indestructibility is awfully Menderville-like, though. It might be someone who shares the same soul as Hildibrand. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can see you're not who I thought you were. We need to keep searching. A missing person, is it? If that's the rub, you can leave the sleuthing to me. Oh, we could really use your help. But the sounds of things, this fella looks a lot like me. What'd you say his name was? Hildibrand? I'll find him. Don't you worry. I can feel a hunch coming on already. A hunch? Where's he going? Are we sure that isn't the inspector? Okay. Cool intro. They decide to play with the twin souls from different shards thing. Maybe it is him. Maybe it's not him. I'd like to rush off and do some investigative work of my own, but this city still has my head spinning. I think I'll wait and see if this Detective Hardy-Boiled is as good as he seems. Meanwhile, you should get back to whatever it is that famous adventurers do when you're not embroiled in one of our fantastical cases. dame had me looking for a needle in a neon-lit haystack. A city with an allergy to sleep. Well, there he is. The twin of mine had well and truly lost himself. The trail was colder than the ice at the bottom of my glass. But I could smell it in the air, like the cloying stench of cheap perfume. A conspiracy. Stay tuned for further episodes of Detective Hardboiled.
Kaboom!
The inspector has finally set foot upon the Dawn Trail. Get ready for inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. Who knows what his case will be this time? When it happens, whatever happens, you'll be there on the scene. Bye-bye.